Today, I am going to share with you another exciting new recipe inspired by my visit to Slovakia. One of the shops there offered bonbon. So instead of just making hot bonbon, I'm going to give you my version of iced bonbon two ways. Stay tuned until the end of this video clip. The difference between a Spanish latte and a bonbon coffee is that Spanish latte has more milk, whereas bonbon coffee only has two ingredients. That is your coffee, and I'm going to use 100% pure Arabica here, single origin specialty coffee, medium roast, with tasting notes of nutty, chocolate, and roast almond. The other ingredient is condensed milk, so only two ingredients. Now, for the hot bonbon, it's usually a double espresso and served in about 6 ounces cup, clear glass. So that's what I'm going to show you today. And I'm going to use 18 grams of coffee beans because this is a medium roast, and then pull out about 45 to the maximum espresso weight, which is 60 grams. So let's start by making our hot bonbon coffee. This one is 6 ounces, not necessarily going to be full. And then I'm going to measure this. Everything is measured in my books, so I don't want to leave anything to chance. So I'm going to put about 20 ml of my condensed milk. Not too much. You can make this sweeter if you wish to. And I'm going to pull my espresso shots right on top of the condensed milk. So whilst waiting for that, I will also prepare my espresso shots for my iced bonbon. Now that is looking absolutely gorgeous. And there you have our first drink today, which is hot bonbon. For the next drink, we are going to make iced bonbon. And for this, I'm going to show you two versions. One is pulling a lungo, and the other is pulling 2 double shots of espresso. And we're going to find out which one tastes better. Version 1, 18 grams of coffee beans in, and I'm going to use the 2 double shots of espresso button here. Should give me about 90 to 120 grams of espresso. For the next one, my second version of iced bonbon, I'm going to use 2 double shots of espresso pulled separately, okay? But I'm going to pull them at the same time. So this is half a cup or 120 grams of espresso. Let's assemble our first drink, iced bonbon, using a lungo. 120 grams of espresso. I'm going to use 45 milliliters or 1.5 ounce of condensed milk. You can adjust the sweetness level according to your preference, but because it's a very strong espresso, I think your customers will appreciate a sweeter version. Don't forget that this is bonbon and they're usually sweetened coffee. And then we are going to pour the espresso over. What you will see here will be a layer of the condensed milk at the bottom and your espresso on top. And this is our first version of iced bonbon. Let's make the second version. 12 ounces cup, and we are going to put 45 ml of our condensed milk. And for presentation purpose, you put the ice next. And this time, we are going to use 2 double shots of espresso. I'm just going to fill this to the top with ice because you want it to be really cold. 2 versions of ice bonbon, and we are going to find out what is the difference between the two in terms of taste. And of course, we have our hot bonbon. Let's find out how it tastes like. I'm going to start with the hot bonbon. So the way to drink this drink is to stir the condensed milk with the drink. It is going to be your double shot of espresso or double espresso or doppio, but balanced by the sweetness of that condensed milk. Now, when I first saw this drink in Slovakia, they were using a lot of condensed milk. You can always adjust the amount of condensed milk that you put here. Okay, now that looks more like a macchiato, except it is sweetened. Coffee already tastes good, but because of that delicious tasting notes of my coffee, it complemented with the sweetness of that condensed milk, and I must say it actually enhanced it, if it's possible at all. But I think this is going to be such a satisfying drink, and no wonder it is quite popular in Slovakia, and I'm sure it is also popular in Spain if ever this are actually offered in their coffee shops. I will find out whenever I get a chance to visit Spain. Now, it is time to find out whether there's any difference at all and which one is better in making ice bonbon. Is it better to pull a long shot or to pull 2 double shots of espresso? So this one is the version where I pulled a long shot or a lungo. I'd say it is quite bitter. The aftertaste of coffee is very strong. It still tastes good, but I'm going to check whether this one is any better. Okay, the color is good. Try this again. Okay, both taste equally good, but this one where I pulled the Lungo Shot tastes a little bit more watery, whereas the one that I pulled 2 double shots is more creamy. I suppose it's because we did not dilute the coffee with a lot of water. My preference would be to go with 2 double shots of espresso for an ice bonbon, and then that 45 milliliters of sweetened condensed milk in 12 ounces cups. Now, if any of you would like to know how to make this in 16 and 22, I would say do not bother, because it will just taste more diluted with ice and also with water, unless you're going to try making 6 shots of espresso in your drink. Anyway, if you have any questions about these recipes at all, do let me know, comment below. And for those that might have already tried making ice bonbon and hot bonbon differently from the way I made it, please let us know. Let my community know about how you made it and how they taste like. Bonbon coffee, I would say hot is good, and the ice, go for the one with 2 double shots of espresso. That's all I have for today. Don't forget to click that subscribe button for more of these video tutorials. Also, check out my books, All Things Milk Tea and The Basic Barista. Details on how to order in the description box below. I'll see you again next time. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now.